Hi, Monty McCullough here, Del Mar, West Rim. We're coming into the conclusion of our next model home in our series here. This is episode number 9, and we're almost done. We only have 3, maybe 4 weeks to go before this thing is done, completed, in our grand opening. So we've installed all our exterior lights. You can see this is that modern farmhouse barn-looking light with, of course, the LED bulbs all wired and ready to roll. We'll see some of the other fan fixtures, exterior lights, and all that as we walk through the home. But it's important to get these things on, and then we're going to put one more coat of paint on the exterior here. So we'll go ahead and wrap these and protect them and put one last thing of paint before we wrap it up. So we're also wrapping up all the landscaping. You can see the 15-gallon boxes here of the San Diego red bougainvilleas and the holes that are already dug, the drip irrigation systems going in. They're everywhere. I want to say final count, we had almost 200 of these 15-gallon plants around the home and about 25 36-inch box trees everywhere. So landscaping can be complicated too. It can be expensive with the drip irrigation, with the drainage. Trees and shrubs are spendy, but it all comes together, and that's one of the first things you see, right, is all the new landscaping as you approach a brand new home. So it's important that you put in good landscaping, high quality landscaping from day one. Into the laundry room, and a lot of the cabinets are now, the boxes have been in for several weeks, but the cabinets faces are starting to be put in. This here is a side-by-side double-stacked washers on the bottom and 2 washers and then 2 dryers up on top, and then we put the cabinet around it. And it has cabinet built-ins on each side. You can see a lot of the shelving. You can put all your cleaning products and, Tide soap for washing the clothes. We got the laundry counter, the laundry sink. All the countertops are all in now, and we're starting to put in all the backsplashes. I would say 3/4 or more of all the cabinet faces are all done, and we started putting in the door handles this week also. Okay, so as we walk through here, this is a little room that we call the valet or the drop zone. So you come from the garage to the laundry room, and people just love this here. What we've designed is a little bench and where folks can take off their shoes. We're going to put back hooks here where you can put scarves and coats and jackets, what have you. And then up here for, whatever backpack storages or whatever you want to use it for. But everybody loves just kind of this zone area where you can just take stuff off that you're wearing on a wet, cold, rainy day and get into the rest of the house. Now there's a really cool detail I wanted to talk about. It's all this little form boards right here. You can see the 2x4s and the 2x4s with about an inch separation. And when the concrete is all poured, what that's going to do is it's going to leave about a 4.5-inch gap between these pods or areas of concrete. And in that gap area, we're going to put some really nice dark charcoal black river rock stones. So it's going to have a really neat, smooth, cool looking modern effect with gaps of river stone. Kind of a neat effect, but it takes a lot to create that effect. A lot more forming, a little on the spendy side, but the drama of the exterior flat work and the exterior scene is really, really cool. Okay, so we'll go over here to the pool now, and we can see that the pool coping deck, it was poured a few weeks ago. We talked about that, but they have acid washed it. So it's got a nice, real rough texture to it. So it's important, obviously, when you're getting in and out of the pool and you got wet feet, you don't want to slip on it. So this surface should provide a real good measure of a grip here. Now, the guys were out here today and they're starting to put the final touches on the pool coping where the water line is. We put in some porcelain tile, charcoal in color. You can kind of see it here, but it'll be nice when the pool's all done and the water's right up there against the porcelain tile. So we're getting a real nice charcoal gray effect here at the top part of the pool as it goes down to the water line with a charcoal porcelain tile. Okay, so a lot of progress inside the house and outside the house, but let's go find some other stuff that we're doing. Here on the back patio, we've installed these massive 6-foot diameter fans. They're made out of some cloth. They mimic the old Dutch windmills, They have 10 blades to them, and they have just a lot of really cool drama as you look up at them, and when they start spinning, they'll really move the air around here. It's kind of neat because these veranda rooms, everybody's using them, especially here in Southern California. They love these rooms, and what these fans do is, people always say, well, if I'm cooking outside in the outside kitchen and I'm barbecuing, what about flies, what about bugs, what about all that mosquitoes? Well, we don't have a lot of that in California. We do have some, but you turn on the fan and you stir the air a little bit, and they all run for the hills. They don't like that blowing air. So just a little bit of air stirring on these back veranda rooms, and you can cook out here, and you can create a cool ambiance and keep the bugs all to a minimum. Hooray for California. Okay, so we're almost done with this house, guys. We only have a few more weeks to go. There's just a crazy beehive of activity going on. We've got a lot more to do too. We've got appliances to install. We have the last bit of flooring to install. We've got some painters moving in. We've got all the backyard yet to pour. There's just going to be a lot of little things. And then all the furniture starts moving in. So it's just going to be a lot going on here the next few weeks. But again, that's real typical when you finish a big estate home like this. Most of all the action and all the hubbub and all the buzz happens the last month or so of the construction of the home. And that's what we're in the middle of right now. But it's going to be an exciting grand opening here in about 4 weeks. Looking forward to it. It's taken a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of hard work, but we are almost there. Everybody can feel it. Everybody's rallying. My superintendent's ready to pull his hair out, but he always comes through for us on schedule, on time. Okay, guys, Monty McCullough from Del Mar Mesa. We're out.